So today I'm gonna knock some things out. Promises. I'm making all the promises. I'm gonna get all these beans in the ground, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna put in my divider sticks, and I'm gonna pre-drill all my holes. I'm just gonna go around and just do it. That way it's so much faster to get it done. It's all about prep. Prep is important. Also, I'm gonna get my corn in today in that bed behind the blood orange there. I did have enough dirt out of those new beds. I did have enough dirt to completely fill that bed for corn. So that's gonna happen. And then some major serious cleanup. I've got to get all these extra pots out of here. The stuff that's in the pots needs to get in the ground. There's miscellany plants like Swiss chards and red onions and things that are just sitting in little cell trays, languishing because their roots are bound. And I just want to get everything right. Tomorrow's Easter. I got to get everything done today. And I did start new seeds in the house. The new peppers that I've received, and flowers, because I'm way behind on flowers. I have started almost zero. Well, I started a few, like straw flowers and money plant. I did start those from seed, a month, 2 months ago. But all my other flowers that I was going to start this year, I have not started yet. So, God bless America. Chloe, stop. Obviously, I need more coffee. I'm still cranky. All right, I'm gonna do a little prep again. Get my holes drilled and I'm gonna do all the things I just said I'm gonna do. There's no need for me to say it again. I apologize. I do that a lot. All right, let me get some things ready and then I'll come back to you and we're gonna knock some things out. All right, while I do my cleanup and prep, I have put some corn in here. This is my 8-row Golden Bantam original. It's all shriveled up in there. I'm gonna let these soak. I did use both packets, so I don't know how many seeds are in there, but we're gonna make as even of rows as we can in that bed, and I'm gonna use all of them because Charles, do you remember Charles the squirrel? He ate my corn last year. So anyway, okay, I'm not gonna do long stories. I'm not gonna do it this time. Okay, finally. Also, it got colder. I like cold. It's chilly, which is amazing. It's been so hot. I'm finally ready to do beans. All the beans today, right? All the rest of the bean. I did a little poking around for any little spider friends. I don't want to see you. I wish they understood that. You can be here. Don't let me see you. If I don't know you're here, you can do your job. And I don't want to see you. Okay, let me go get my dibber and let's get these beans in the ground. We're gonna do a tenderette. It's almost 11, so it's completely respectable wine time. So I'm just gonna have to put it like up in the lettuce because the lettuce will be gone soon. But these aren't ready yet. These have bolted. But these have not bolted yet. So I'm just gonna plant in and around them. I was gonna pre-do my holes, and some of the holes that I did, after I did them, I couldn't see them. And I'm like, well, wouldn't do me any good to pre-do my holes. And I think these were wet for too long. Remember how Chloe! Remember how I soaked all those beans? I forgot about them. After the spider incident, I left them outside soaking for a day, maybe 2. And then I put them in a baggie with a napkin. Some of them have turned to mush. Some of them are still firm. I'm gonna tell you, I overcommit. And then wonder why things don't work out. These beans stink. But I'm not gonna keep sniffing them like I did last time with the peas. I'll tell you, smells. I'm fascinated by smells. They're gross, but doesn't keep me from smelling them. No, probably can't see anything I'm doing because there's big old lettuce in the way. That's fine. You know what I'm doing. I'm making a hole and I'm putting a bean in it. A tenderette bean. All right. I will come back to you when it's time to do the next bean. Okay. So, we will forever be doing the spider check. Or until I forget about the spider, which also probably will happen. Okay, so next I'm gonna plant beans in amongst my cabbages. This is a Charleston Wakefield cabbage that I don't think is gonna do much of anything. I know it's cold outside right now, but April is too warm in Southeast Texas for cabbages. But just in case I get something, I'm leaving them. I'm just north of Houston, in case you didn't know. Houston is zone 9A, maybe South Houston 9B, but up where I am, I'm about 50 miles north. We're zone 8B/9A. So we do get a little bit colder in the winter, but we also get really hot in the summer. So actually we get really hot in February. So that, oh, this is my tender green bush bean. That beautiful sprout. So the last bean we did just smelled like grossness when I opened that bag. Grossness and mush. This bean actually might do something. The other one, I'm not expecting to get very much of that bean at all. So, oh, the soil is nicer over here too. I mulched it last year with my chopped up trees. And it got to sit for a whole year and break down. I'm tell you what, this soil is beautiful to work in. So, real pleased with that. I did finally finish up all that mulch on our new trees, so that's good. We can start mowing that part of the yard. Eventually one day there will be a greenhouse there where that pile of chopped up trees was. I do want a greenhouse so that big giant spiders can move in it. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm gonna actually do with a greenhouse. I mean, it's probably just gonna be a really expensive piece of lawn art. Because I'm scared of big bugs, and big bugs like to crawl inside outdoor little houses. So we'll see what I end up doing. I don't know. Would be nice though to have one. Oh man, we're gonna get so many of these tender green bush beans. These are beautiful. These are beautiful. They're still firm. They're not mush, and the bag doesn't stink. Oh, I just broke off the root. Why I can't have nice things. All right, so tender green bush beans in amongst the Wakefield cabbage, Charleston Wakefield cabbage, and I will come back to you when it's time to do the next bean. I better get a damn bean. Okay, on to the next one. All right, so over here next to my Napa cabbage, my 1 kilo slow bolt Napa cabbage, which is ate up with critters and is not doing much. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Cherokee wax bean. I don't have very many beans. It was a small pack from the dollar store. I do need to pull weeds first, but anyway, I've checked sort of for spiders. Probably should have my gloves on, but I don't. I see a lot of roly-polies in here, so hopefully they don't eat my bean babies. All right, let me spend a few minutes pulling weeds, and then I'll come back to you with the beans. So I'm just gonna remove the 1 kilo slow bolt cabbages that I know just aren't gonna do anything. There's not time, they don't have the vigor, it's just not gonna happen. I think I'm gonna leave the 3 biggest ones. I've got 1, 2, and then 1 in the back there. The rest are gonna come out, make room for these beans. So these are Cherokee wax yellow bush beans, and they've all sprouted. Now you do not have to pre-sprout your beans or your peas or anything really. I don't know why I like to do this, because I always let them sprout for too long. Oh, I'm the worst at it, but I keep doing it. So, tells you how the rest of my life's going. Good choices are made daily. Try to, can I do my holes first so I can just plop them in? That'd be amazing. And this area here is getting too much water because there's like green algae. Can you see that? There's like green algae growing on it. I haven't even had the irrigation running. That's just how much moisture we've had, I guess. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. Just gonna, a little curly Q, drop in these beans. The ones that already have the curly Q sprouted, I want to make sure the hole's nice and big enough because I don't want to break that sprout off. Can't even see that one. There it is. It's right there. Okay. This one's going way faster. Not as many beans. I probably dug too many holes, actually. We'll see. Oops. This one's split, but it still has the root on it. So I'm gonna plant it. I'm gonna plant it right here, just in case it doesn't do nothing. Last one. Okay. And then I can cover them up. Wow, this has been the fastest bean. The fastest bean, so maybe of my life. Hello. Okay, next. On the other side of my wooden trellis here, I've got a little bit of Swiss chard. I'm gonna plant some Blue Lake bush beans here. I don't have that many, and this is not a very big area, so I think it'll be perfect for the Blue Lake bush beans. Oh yeah, it's nice and soft here. This bed is not root bound with a bunch of roots yet. It's the Blue Lake 274. I don't have that many. Blue Lake is done. I think I have room in here, because you know how I do things. I now have room to put maybe some basils or some other herbs or something, maybe some sweet alyssum. There's definitely a lot of room in this bed here to put something else, because waste not, want not. Okay, the sun's out now and it's not cold anymore. It's warm. It's probably 70. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time in the shade bed here. This is kind of where I have Brenda's baby. Somebody helped me name her and I've forgotten the name. Was it Kim with Olive City Homestead? Whoever helped me name Brenda's baby, please tell me her name again. I totally forgot. Was it Belinda? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna put the last of my beans in here. This is the Kitchen King. I don't have high hopes for the Kitchen King because it's very stinky and mushy. But I'm also gonna put in the rest of my basils. I was watching a YouTube video this morning and I don't remember the channel. If I think of it, I'll put it on the screen, but I don't remember. But they said if you put basils in part shade, where they get shade during the hot afternoon sun, they're not as bitter or like intense of a flavor. They're a little sweeter. So the rest of my Genovese, most of the rest, not all of it, I still want to plant some more elsewhere. Anyway, my foot is cramping. Ow. Anyway, I'm going to put that in this bed. I've got my holy basil. Basically, I'm going to spend some time in this bed. I'm going to spend some time putting things in this bed. So I don't know how much of that I'm going to show you. Maybe a little bit. After that, we'll do this corn. See this corn sitting here? It's plumped up a little bit, but it's just sitting here. I need to get that in today. So it's going good. It's going slower than I'd hoped because I'm taking a lot of breaks. And I'm just sitting here looking at things. I did go inside and have some fajitas. They're delicious. But yeah, I really could have done more. It's okay. I still have tomorrow. Tomorrow's Easter, and it just has to be done by Easter. Why, I don't know. Because of a made-up thing, that's why. Anyway, I want it all done tomorrow. I want everything done tomorrow except the things that I planted from seeds, like yesterday or the day before. So, okay. Let me start planting some beans. These beans smell so bad. They're like totally rotten. But I'm gonna plant them. Look, just planted it in the ground. I don't think I'm gonna get anything. If I do, bonus. Picking up. Oh, there's a red wasp. Okay. Okay. It's fine. I'm fine. Everyone's fine. Let's not panic. Oh, goodness. So many critters. These critters last few days. Jiminy Christmas. Ugh, pardon my language. All right. I've seen 2 vine borers already. 2. One was on my tangerine. I hit it with the fly swatter. I see one over here on my lettuce. There it is. It's the beginning of April and we've already got vine borers. See that? Looks like a red and black fly. That's a vine borer. It's trying to bury itself back underground. Hold on. It's trying to bury itself. Sorry for the violence, but I'm not putting up with that again. I'm not doing it again. Killed 2 vine borers today, and it's the beginning of April. Okay. These pests are gonna try me. They're gonna try me. Anyway, sorry about that. I can't believe they're here so early, but that's fine. I'm on it. I'm on it this year. No mercy. Because I will get some squash. I'm gonna have some squash, which means I probably need to go ahead and treat my seedlings. They're just babies. They do not have their first set of true leaves yet. It's still the cotyledons. They just came out of their seed coat. All of my babies. So I'm going to start with the Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew. And then we'll start mixing up the secret weapon and see if I can see if I have a good method of application, if I can use a sprayer, like a pump sprayer, or if I'm going to have to use something else to get it on there. Anyway, we'll see. Okay. Today's been fun. Today's getting away from me, actually. I've spent a lot of time doing some tedious little planting of basils. Sorry for all the shaky movement. Oh, I'm so agitated. I'm agitated. I'm mad. Also, I think I have cutworms. Let me just go on a rant on what's wrong right now. I think I have cutworms. Look at this. Look at this BS. Look at this plant. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure that's a cutworm. Just cut it right off. So I've got to spray this with Captain Jack's. This is my shishito. Look. Cut. Here. That. That's some BS. So over here, that's cut. So yeah, I need to protect my peppers. This is clogged again, so gotta fix that. Like, there's still so many things that I need to do, and I'm just walking around looking at things and not actually doing the things. Anyway, the day's not over. I know. I'm really mad about the vine borer. I think that has my mind preoccupied. I saw the first one maybe an hour ago, and so I've been a little miffed about it. And then I saw that second one. Now I'm really miffed about it. It just seems unfair. It's just unfair that it even exists, because they really do absolutely destroy my squash every year. Even the Trumboncino, even the butternut, the two that they say are the most vine borer resistant. And a vine borer is not a squash bug. Okay, not the same thing. A vine borer is way more destructive than a squash bug. It is so destructive because it lays eggs, hundreds of eggs on one squash plant. There will be hundreds of eggs all along the stem. Like the squash bug, the eggs will be underneath the leaf. You'll see a cluster of eggs on the underside of a leaf. Squash vine borer, it'll be these little brown dots all the way down the stem, and each one of them will hatch into an ugly, fat white maggot. And it just bores into your squash and destroys it from the inside out. You can tell I'm mad. I'm so mad. I've dug them out with syringes. I've injected BT into the stems. I've gone all along a stem just to dig out the maggots and then wrap the stem so that it could heal up. I mean, I've saved a couple of plants that way, but with the number of eggs that it lays and maggots that hatch, it is a never-ending battle. And after a while, I just get so fed up that I just rip all the plants out. I'm so mad. Anyway, because that one was trying to bury itself back in the soil, I'm wondering if these two had just hatched. I'm wondering if today was hatch day. Because the maggots at the end of the season, if it's too late for them to, fly off and infect more plants, the maggot will just stay underground. And then the moth will emerge fully formed in the spring. So maybe today is the emergence. Maybe that's what I call this video, the emergence. I feel bad, but in the same vein, I don't, because I want some squash. Okay. Anyway. All right, actually, let's do this corn. Let's do this corn right now before it gets any later in the day. At least I know I'm not leaving something soaking that could possibly turn mushy and stinky like half of my beans. All those bags of beans. I better get to harvest some damn beans. I've been this mad on film in a long time. Yeah, I broke it. That's fine, I got more. Got my corn. Let me get the tripod and let's get this corn done. Okay, so this bed here, gonna do the corn. We're gonna do the 8-row golden bantam. I have quite a lot of corn kernels in here, and we'll just go until we've reached the edge of the bed, and then we're gonna fill in all the extra corn wherever it'll fit if there's extra corn. So we're planting all this corn today. Got that old janky pot behind me. It's got soil in it. I'm gonna put it up in the bed. I don't want it like in the pathways. I think I'll put it up in the oregano and put our leftover corn in there. And they did turn soft. I'm glad I soaked them. They are very, very soft. Or not very, very, but they have loosened up. They're not hard little kernels. I'm gonna get a little bit of potting mix and fill it up some more. There, it's over there. You can't even see. Okay, let me get some potting mix and fill it up a little bit. So we'll see how that does. That's an experiment, I guess. I've seen people do it. I've never done it. There we go. Oh, get in there. Hey, I need a tag. All right, since the vine borer is here, let's go ahead and plant more squash, okay? I have the golden summer crookneck. Need to change the date to 4/8. I made these tags yesterday. Didn't get around to it because of the rain. I'm also gonna do a Hale's Best cantaloupe, but I gotta find out where I wanna do that. I'm running out of climbing things. I think I'm gonna have to reduce the number of cucumbers because I'm out of space. All right, so golden summer crookneck, which is a yellow summer squash. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut down some of this bolted little gem and just do a section right here. Oh, I'm so mad at that vine borer. Okay. Dogs are dogging. Have you ever seen bolted lettuce? Bolts. That's bolted lettuce. So. Dogs. Okay, I'm gonna do 7. See how many actual squash I get to eat. Yes, they're too close together. Yes. I want to pack it in for the day and just be done. Bella, stop. I want to be done. But I'm not done. Ugh, it's so hard. Ugh. Not done. I think I want to plant some flowers. Let's plant some flowers and pretty things. Yeah. Let's do some flowers.